guys. I had a fly in here. I think it flew out because it was like, I kept trying to do a thumbnail. So I opened the door. Hopefully it went out there. We'll see. Hello.
Hey, Stella.
So when I talked to you last, I don't think you had your grandfather's funeral yet, did you?
No, we didn't.
So how did it go?
So,
Yeah. So how did it go?
we're good.
That's good. How's your mom doing?
She's doing good.
That's good. Well, I still have one grandparent, I guess, but I never met them, so and they probably wouldn't consider me like their grandkid. But I was gonna say, I'm like you, I don't have any grandparents left either, but I mean, she's like in her 80s, and um,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever meet her. Although I did talk not about her today to that lawyer, but about what's going on with that. Wonder if she wrote me back. Anyway, you're having a good week.
Yep. Yep.
That's good. The the end of summer, right?
How it goes by so damn fast.
You think?
Yeah. It's not the end of summer yet. Fall hasn't started yet.
It's back, right? Yeah, I guess there's a certain number of days, a certain number of weeks, and for a season you go through it. Out here, it's gonna be hot anyway. I live in the desert, so
So here, but 90 day it is. A cold is going to be coming.
you don't get that cold in
Uh,
Louisiana.
oh, yes, it does.
Really? Is it hurricane season, right? Coming?
Yep.
September?
Sooner than that, even the U.S.
There. Yeah, does that A that goes down the line of the names?
Yep.
Well,
Um,
I threw away the Canada game, so you will not have any questions about Canada ever again, okay? Are you happy?
mhm.
I have another game that's like a mental
Huh?
sorry. I have another game. It's like a mental challenge I found.
Oh, mental.
You not have enough bike days this year? Well, I suppose it can't be too cold because you're not in your vehicle.
I don't even have a vehicle. I don't drive.
Do you want to?
I can, but the reason why I don't want to is because I don't want to get into a car accident.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll be like out and I see a really bad wreck. And I guess that could have been me. But then again, if you go out at all in a passenger seat, it still could be you, right?
Mhm.
There's certain areas you find out are more prone than others. They have a history in that area. But there was a pretty bad one at an intersection some weeks ago. It was actually scary. But I mean, you go in a car, you could ride a bus, you could still get an accident.
You can ride anything and still get into an accident.
I don't mean to scare you.
No, I ain't scared.
All right, let me ask you
What's
something.
up? What?
While sitting in her easy chair, It's an easy chair. Drinking beer and watching a ball game. Chex Mix, you told me that you can't watch her with your parents. Strange. Oh, anyway, while sitting in her easy chair, drinking beer and watching a ball game, Bertha Dribble, that reminds me from Gilded Age, Bertha, decided to turn over a new leaf. She decided to get into shape. Not one to make rash decisions, Bertha hollered out to her husband to go to the library and find her a book on physical fitness. When Mr. Dribble got to the library, he saw a book with How to Jog on its spine. He snuck it out and returned home. When Bertha finally glanced at the book several weeks later, she found that it had nothing to do with getting into shape. What kind of a book was it? I don't understand.
Um,
I don't understand this question.
uh, I guess it was a sports book.
So this is old school. I don't know if you would know what this is. It says it was an encyclopedia. The book
I
said
know what an encyclopedia is.
the
I had a whole roll of 'em alphabetically.
you have them?
I used to.
Did you get them from a door-to-door salesman
N- No,
and ordered? Isn't that how they used to?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was.
So what they essentially mean like it's H to J, but how to jog. But like I don't know if there's ever been an encyclopedia that said that. I mean, I could probably locate my
Well, there is an encyclopedia that's alphabetical. A, B, C, I had that.
yeah, usually yeah. It often is that, isn't it? And some of them are smaller than others.
I had one that was medium height.
Maybe. Do you ever read it?
When I had them, yeah,
Because now you'll just use Wikipedia.
sometimes.
I kind of like puzzles.
Yeah.
If a man and a half can eat a cake and a half in a minute and a half. Okay, if a man and a half can eat a cake and a half in a minute and a half, allowing the same situation, how many men would it take to eat 60 cakes in 30 minutes? What? What kind of a question is that?
What the fuck kind of
It's
question?
making me want cake.
Man, I can't. So, before I answer that question, let me tell you. If I wasn't on a type two, if I wasn't a type two diabetic, I would eat that whole cake in one go.
Breeder's touch.
If I wasn't a type two diabetic, I would eat that whole cake in one go. But since I can't, I can't. But
Do you miss
to
it?
answer that question,
Go ahead.
I would say on a scale of between shut up on a scale between 1 to 10, I would say my answer is 7.
All right, let's see if you're right. Terry's guess is 90. Let's see. 3. You're a lot closer. Since a man and a half can eat a cake and a half in a minute and a half, then twice as many men can eat twice as many cakes in the same time. This means that 3 men can eat 3 cakes in a minute and a half, or that 1 man can eat 1 cake in a minute and a half. In 30 minutes, 1 man can eat 30 cakes divided by 1.5, which is 20 cakes. Therefore, it would take 30 minutes for 3 men to eat 60 cakes. Then why does it say 3?
I gotta see this bullshit.
Oh, how many men would it take?
If 3 men can eat that, eat 3 cakes in that 30 a minute. Where's the Guinness Book of World Records, huh?
It's like, remember when you're in school and you're like, if Sally has 3 apples and she gives Arthur 2 apples. "How many apples does Sally have?" And it's like, "That's bullshit. Why is Sally giving out them apples, hoe?" Like, you don't
I wouldn't say that.
if I'm just
I wouldn't
saying
say
I'm just saying that it's a made up problem. It's
no
to get you to do math.
no.
It's to get you to do math in school, you know? It's trying
Yeah.
to it's why the game's called a mind trap. Just to they try to be clever. Yeah, mental acuity, but there's not really a reason for it when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even think that there's a great association with people that are really great at games and puzzles with like life outcomes or whatever. I mean, I suppose there's some, but I remember Ian Terry who won Big Brother. Ooh, was it season 20? Not 18. Um, he was he a professor in game theory at the time already? Anyway, I'm
What are
sure
you
he
talking about?
it was the guy on Big Brother kid who was really good with puzzles, and I'm just think, who
Mhm.
how have they turned out since? Fine, I think he has a mustache now, and he's a professor of game theory at Tulane University because he always wore those Tulane shirts on the feeds. Um, well, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, they must help with something, right? I mean,
I guess. I guess.
well, right, when isn't that what, like, your SATs are? I never took SATs, did you? Because I dropped
No.
out. Yeah, isn't that, like, a bunch of puzzles or something? And I guess if you
I
do
don't know. And I don't give a damn.
well, I guess if you do well with
Because,
math
because the SATs, and I didn't want to do those hard questions. Mm-mm. No. No way. Not me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Uh-uh.
well, I don't even know what it
No
means.
way.
I would imagine it's, like,
Hell
standards.
no. To the no, no, no.
Hell no. Okay, but I'd imagine that your scores and that would turn out relative to life outcomes because often you're either given, like, tutors, which means you probably have money, which means your life outcome is likely better. Or you could be
Uh,
like those, people that cheated on theirs to get into those schools,
yeah.
right? That were
Uh, Stella,
mhm.
throughout this whole talk, you haven't even mentioned one thing yet.
I'm
You don't
drawing
know what that is?
no, I'm drawing blank.
The Raiders.
What happened with the Raiders? What did I miss?
The NFL season starts.
Oh, yeah. Are you excited? Your
Yeah,
Chiefs?
well, next Friday, Stella. I'm on days. I don't know if I'm going to call in next Friday. You know what?
What?
Because Kansas City Chiefs play that Friday.
I'm sure I'll see you in the chat, though, bragging about how they're doing. You always do that.
Because Kansas City Chiefs are going to be playing that. That's actually the beginning of their season. Playing the Chargers, but if you play in LA, no. This game is going to be playing in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's interesting. I wonder why the weather?
No, it's a special.
I wonder what the flight's like. Who
Speaking
are
of which, I need to see your schedule.
okay when we're gonna play the Chiefs?
Okay. No, well, I just want to see what your schedule is. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, fuck this. All right.
I love cake. Fine.
Okay,
Fine.
Stella.
Friday night, I guess.
Week
Okay.
one. Week one. You play the Patriots.
Patriots.
Week
Okay.
two. you play the Chargers.
Mhm.
Week 3, you play my former team, Washington. Week 4, you play the Chicago Bears. Week 5, you play the Colts. Uh, you do have a bye week somewhere, but I can't find it here.
Mhm.
All right, wait a minute. Let's try this one. Okay. Um, all right. Oh, this English has a hard time. Oh, okay. Okay, that's week 1. I told you week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. Okay, week 7, you play me.
7, okay. Alright.
Week 8, it's your bye week.
Week 8, okay.
And hello, Philo.
Mhm.
Week 9 is it later. Week 9 is y'all play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 10, y'all play the Denver Broncos. Week 11, you play a team that don't have Michael Parsons anymore, the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, week 11.
Week 12, you play the Cleveland Browns. Week 13, the Chargers. Week 14, Denver. Week 15, you play the world champion Philadelphia Eagles.
World champion, alright.
Week 16, you play the Texans. Week 17, you play the Giants. And week 18, you play me.
Alright, there's a lot of games lined up. Let me see what happens.
Let's see if they're playoff bound or not.
Yeah.
You got another game question for me?
Sure.
Uh, Stella, the way that you're looking, I can see that something's wrong. What's wrong?
What do you mean?
It's like it's like you're just something is bothering you. Or did someone get on your case or something? Did someone give you anxiety or something?
Anxiety?
Yeah, like is someone bothering you today or something?
Are there, God.
What?
No, it's just that, um, I have,
What is it?
I have uh, difficulty speaking a lot. Um, it's hard for me.
You you have difficulty speaking.
Mm.
Still, I've known you for so long. I've never seen you have no difficulty speaking.
Yes, you have. Me,
Stella, we had we remember we had that up, and we had that down, and then you forget giving me, and then ever since then, I we've still been talking with each other. So yes,
it's not that. It's just the literally, my mind has difficulty speaking. Yeah. I, c- I'm afraid I can't help it. So if I start to think about what to say, um, I'm afraid, um, it won't come out right. Yeah.
Or let me see. Are you afraid of what you might say that might be wrong?
Oh, well, yeah, it could be anything. Yeah. There's a lot of reasons. Yeah. Mm.
Or is it because you're thinking, wait a minute, maybe I know. It's because when it is because of after I lost my grandfather, you're thinking about Rex, your management, and your mom. Is that it?
Arthur, it's hard for me every day. Um, I tried to hide it more lately because I can't lose everybody, but um, I should be more comfortable tonight because it's limited people. It's membered exclusive, but um, every day it hurts so bad. Um, uh, I was like screaming in pain the other day, and literally screaming. It hurts so bad, and I have this fear that well, it's not so much a fear as kind of an I understand it will happen, that it will continue feeling like this. So every day I wake up knowing the next day is gonna hurt. I feel like I have enormous battle just for survival, and then that's kind of it. Well, I don't want to say I survived just for survival's sake, because for you guys, I'm here for you guys, but and her, but yeah, it doesn't feel um sorry, like today I had to, and I will continue to have to, talk on the phone and dealing with problems, and I knew it would hurt me. My neck hurts pretty bad, shaking, and I knew I was gonna hurt, and I did, and I will. And there was nothing I could do to stop it. And there's nothing I can do to stop it in the future. It's just gonna hurt. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Um, I don't like it to
Um,
have to like see how much pain I'm in all the time, but it's always there.
um, well, oh, shit, what the hell can you say on this?
It's okay, don't worry. It's not your fault at all.
I know it's not
Yeah.
because the only thing I can say that everybody here, including me, want to just see you happy every freaking day, and not have this other side of you take over your life. Believe me, Stella, I have had situations of having shit like this try to take over my life. My mother even told me a long time ago, but when I was acting like a dang, not acting like myself. She asked me this one question. She always said, "What happened to the son that she raised?" And and when she said that to me, that never left my head. I always looked at myself in the mirror every time. Splashed water in my face and said, "Where is that kid? Where is he?" And it had to take me until 38 years old. When I came back after staying in that LSU mental facility for the second time, that I said, "That's it. I need to change myself. Because the cops told me that if I fuck up one more time, I'm going to jail, and I'm not going to let that happen
Yeah.
because because when I left out of that facility, I said that's it. I need to change my life, and ever since then, for the past 4 years, ever since 2019. So wait a minute. For the last 6 years, ever since 20, ever since 2019, that's what I did.
And it hurt you to disappoint your mom, right?
You damn right it did.
Because you can't really imagine being like not having your parents, especially your mom, and well, your dad too, right?
Don't say that stuff because I don't like it when they say it to me.
Yeah.
Because if they say that, I'm gonna have nightmares about it. I don't want to have nightmares about it. No,
Nightmare.
fuck
Yeah.
that.
But I think that's normal because I don't think we're like supposed to be so alone. I have not encountered anyone that was ever willing to. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I've rarely encountered. Hmm.
Kind of bad stuff.
Yeah.
When when it happened to you, that a long, long time ago. Because I'm not gonna get into it because
Yeah.
I can say if those guys, what I can say is that if those guys are still out there on the streets, I would have found them and kicked their asses. So really, I don't know. I don't care. Those guys are long gone. To be perfectly honest with you, I hope some did.
What I meant was I think it's rare that you would encounter someone willing to leave their family, to be alone, or if they were married or they had family nearby. And I think
Well,
for
I didn't.
of
I
course,
didn't. Still, look at me. I'm 44 years old. Still living with my family.
yeah,
You know why? You know why I'm still living with my family? Because I chose that. Because I wanted to. And if I had a girlfriend who didn't accept the fact that I'm still living with my family, here's the book for you. Get the fuck out.
well, what I meant is that I believe that's totally normal. I think what's not normal is my situation. I don't think I'm, um, I don't,
Stella,
yeah,
you're still normal. You don't.
right.
You think that you're not the only person who go through situations like this. People out there in the streets go through situations like this.
Mm,
But but Stella, when they go through situations like this, they take it a little bit too far, like a little too violently. You don't.
yeah. Well, when I meant normal, I mean, like health wise, it's like, it's not normal to only subsist on eating cheese balls. Like cheese balls, delicious. But if you only ate cheese balls, you would probably die. And like it's not normal to be like in my situation. Because if you only live like this way, you would probably not have good health outcomes. So
Uh, Stella, if you keep on eating cheese, if someone kept on eating cheese balls, they would not be sick. They would be sick, but with diabetic or diabetic.
yeah, what I mean is for you to say with your family is the equivalent of not eating only cheese balls, like you will have a better outcome than myself. Which is good for you. I'm glad for you. Um,
And I'm glad for you too. I'm
oh,
glad for you too.
if for what?
For everything. I thought
Everything. Yes, well,
I just here's something, Lord. I'm glad you have everything because you're still on this earth. You're still healthy. You still got a roof on your head. You still got you have a lovely car. And then something else. Let me say it to you on this phone. I love your nakedness. You did because you made OnlyFans and guess who was the person who made OnlyFans? Oh, let's see. It wasn't me. It wasn't Jerry. It wasn't Terry. It wasn't the management. I was you.
so like my nakedness is a gift to the world.
To the gifted people who follow you on OnlyFans, yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I have something to offer.
And also, number one. This is number one reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, number two, but number one is there. But number two, we love your reading.
No, thank you.
And but number one, and this is the biggest one, Jesus. That spells Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
Jesus.
what you and you know that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just like how you're gonna be with me now to give you this prayer.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, Stella was feeling a bit down because of well, because basically because when she heard about since it's my grandfather up there with my grandmother, she got upset because well, she missed three people in her life: her mother, her management, and her other dog, Rex. But Lord, she needs to realize that there, just like how my grandparents and a couple of my family members are not here on this earth, they're still with me, and they're still and those three people that she loves, they're still with her. They are still with her. So Lord, just, just be, just, just show her the happiness that she has now because she is still on this earth. She's still healthy. She still has a roof over her head, and and she has one thing in her life that she has. She has love. Keep that love strong in her, and keep her heart strong while she's still on this earth. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Okay, now time for these two songs. This one here is an archive one. And, well, I can tell you that,
Archive.
fuck it. Fuck it. This is how we do it.
Oh, that's Jerry here. Who sings this one?
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La 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 la. La, 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 la. How we do it. La, la, la. This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, and I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. and made it clear to the beat to my truck. And just all because I'm faded. Honey to the streets and money to the way that it feels so good in my hood to die. So tell my turn skirt till the guys like a nine all on the game bang. I forgot about the drive. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So pick up the cup and throw your hands up. And let me hit a party say, I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. I said go dancing like nobody does. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. Let's flip the duck to the old school bag. This is how we do it. All hands up in the air and wave up on the today. And there ain't no G-Mac on a wannabe player. It would have been good to me if it was a lowercase g. But now I'm a big D. I just feel I got the money. $100 bills. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know. And I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-4. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So dip up the dust and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm tired of buzzing this all because I've seen so dancing like nobody does. Who doesn't know that? That was Hunter Jordan. This is how we do it.
That was very fun. Fila liked it.
Now let's see what's else I could.
Jerry said Knoxville, Jordan.
Yep. No. Uh, you know, I know what I know I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna sing it. I'm gonna sing it.
He's gonna sing it.
All right. So
Mm.
you live in Cali, right?
Yes, California.
There have been a lot of great rappers and a lot of great rap groups, but there's been one rap group that came straight out of Compton. You know, if I could witness the street knowledge.
Was it NWA?
Straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From a gang called with attitude. When I called off, I got a sword off. Pretty trigger, the body's all hard off. You two boys, you can fuck with me. The police are gonna have to come and get me. Off your ass. That's how I'm going out. Motherfucker that's showing out. What's a number? You want a rumble. Mix him in, put him in a pot like gumbo. Heard that, then a motherfucker like that. I thought, put it out your ass. You know, I seen that. I seen the Ice Cube. You want to fast forward to the 16 verse. I like that one.
Yes, it's the Carpenter.
All right. Here we go. Saying in the voice from straight at Compton. Colorado smelling your mother. Make it think I'm golden. Dangerous. Motherfucker dangerous hell. I make bail. See, I don't give a fuck. That's the problem. I see a motherfucker flip. I don't goddamn. And I'm smart. I ain't no trip for a while. And when I see a phone plan, it's smile. Wait a minute. Tell me. Gratitude is going. What you doing? This is rolling. Then it's all easy. Here's the fast. Y'all never seen me. You never seen like a shadow in the dark. Unloaded. Everything anything in favor of war, and it was anything in the change, and I still a little just the way I'm just getting. It was getting. We're fucking. But then I'm not a bitch and shit.
A beautiful love song. Can't think of it.
I was in there straight out of Compton. I just had to sing that easy E version. The guy was just so. He died in 1995 of age.
Oh, it's so sad. He was so young too, right?
Yep.
Well, they come a long way with that, but it's still a problem, unfortunately. Autoimmune
Well,
disorders.
we called it.
You know that?
I know how we called it.
Mm.
Yeah, today the sex.
Oh, well, that's one way, but it's always sad. It's
Yeah.
it's tragic death,
Mm-hmm.
but we still have the music. Thank you for that. Thank you for your call. Good luck to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, I'm sure you're getting hyped. You got all your Chiefs gear ready to go.
You know, but hour, it's time for my team to get their throne back.
All right. Love you.
All right. Let me do a call.
Uh-oh. What is it? Why do birds suddenly appear? Is that the Carpenters? Is it? I don't think he was singing that. Like me, they long to be closer to you. Is it? It's such a pretty voice. Yeah. All right. Phone line is open. Give me a call. So, if you want. Or thing. Oh, yeah, they're engaged, yeah? Yeah, you should call me then. Text me, 'cause I thought you said your parents were around, though. You couldn't watch. Can they hear me? Say this one. Hello.
Hey, Princess.
So, how you holding up this week?
Um, man,
Same. It's been rough.
yeah.
I feel like a sneeze. I had this one problem today, just one of many. It's not resolved. I'll tell you what it's. Um, I had something on like my credit report. Did I have a delinquency? But I don't know what it is. And so I called the number from the company and it says it's out of service. Like it doesn't exist. So I had to look up another number for the company and they said that they don't see anything of me, but I've still been reported. And so I have to write someplace in Utah as a dispute. I don't know why so many things are in Utah. I should look that up. It's a quandary. Um, I just feel so frustrating because I just do feel like the banks are the mafia. The banks are in control of like, the world going around, our entire financial system, that they should be able to like figure this out and not for me to be in trouble. and not be able to pay them. Um, anyway, have you ever had a problem like that?
Oh, I don't know. One time, somebody wiped out my bank account, and I had been I called the fraud department.
Fraud department.
Uh, but first I called the bank, and they 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 read the list of times that I gone into my account, and there was a there was a there was a there was an ATM that I didn't recognize that I've ever used in a somewhere in the area that I've never been to. That's when I called the fire department. I held on to my receipts and explained about what happened. They looked into it. They put some money in my account, and they looked into it and found like they gave me a letter saying that they uh that they found the problem.
Isn't it terrifying to know that, like, as we sit here now, so many people are willing and eager to take from us advantage in any way they can at any given time if given the opportunity, or if they could try to make the opportunity. Like, there's not just like not somebody you do anything against, even, but that it doesn't matter. Like, you're always eligible for somebody to be willing to cause you harm. That's horrible. Like, you work so hard and you have such a tough life, and yet people are still willing to commit fraud against you. Just like you don't even matter. That happened with the Verizon this week to me, and I didn't do anything, but they just did it to me anyway. Tried to steal some fraud. This is, I don't know what this is, but it was just hard when you have to deal with a
Yeah.
bank that's actually, I just looked it up. Okay. Why do almost all US banks have a Salt Lake City P.O. box? Okay, here we go. Many so-called back office functions have been transferred to Salt Lake City in recent years. Many people surprised to learn that investment bank Goldman Sachs' second largest U.S. presence is now in Salt Lake City. So much of the customer servicing personnel for certain industries are now based in SLC. Even JetBlue, which is headquartered in New York, has many back office functions performed in the Cottonwood Heights office in SLC, which could very well explain why you see addresses for so many financial institutions listed as SLC. It mainly has to do with cost cutting. If you were a company whose headquarters was in, say, New York or California with high labor costs, you might decide to open an office in a much more cost efficient location like SLC. Yeah, but why there? And reduce your expenditures. Once one company starts to do something, many of their industry peers start to follow. Utah also has a number of state incentives. Well, there you go. To lure businesses to the state, not unlike Texas. Wages are also per capita much lower versus okay, but um to lure large banks away from New York, Delaware redrafted tax laws because they're saying they're not all Salt Lake City. Thereby allowing banks to charge any interest they wished on credit cards. That's weird. Several major banks and many smaller banks moved to Wilmington, Delaware for these advantageous tax laws. Oh yeah, I think I remember management helping someone incorporating in Delaware. Delaware LLC or something. There's it's incentives, but why Salt Lake City? Um, there's more about Delaware, but what's what this one? Back in the old days, say 10 or more years ago, many major credit card companies had PO boxes in major population centers, and the remit to in your credit card bill would be hopefully fairly close based on USPS delivery days to your home so that your check would be able to be deposited quickly to the bank's hands, i.e., if you live in New Jersey, the remit to would likely be in New York City. If you lived in Cokeville, Wyoming, your remit to would be could be Salt Lake City, Utah. But now, with probably most payments being made electronically, fewer PO box destinations are needed. I don't know if that's clear enough. I don't know if that's the there why are most banks headquartered in Utah? Yeah, they have friendly banking laws. There you go. And regulations that have and will continue to support these industries. Tax Foundation ranked Utah ninth best in the nation for total tax climate. Utah is a hub for financial service companies due to favorable regulations. What does it mean, favorable regulations? Like, for instance, are they allowed to do this because it's in Utah to not tell me why I owe them or that I owe them or that? But that's, I mean, I've never gotten a bill, so what are these laws that they're talking about? Or maybe just taxing the bank, as it were, like as a financial institution, they probably make a lot of money. Maybe there's a lower tax rate. Cheap, cheap, well-educated workforce. Give me a break. You might then why don't you go to Bangladesh? Mm, mm.
So my energy is a bit off today.
Me?
Hmm? Oh,
Federal regulation. Bigger profits and they can't use Indians as much now. So they're using well, I wonder if they're I think legally you can't use yeah, because I remember hearing somewhere that there's laws against how much like outside you can hire, like existing outside the country. Like so like if there wasn't, people would be really scared because they really would do that more than they can. Um and maybe that could change one day. Maybe that could change. Um but that's I don't know. I mean if you look at our economy, our workforce is it's like so pillared by like IT, whatever, that if you lost that substantially, then you'd lose a lot of your tax base. And then the dominoes of that, just like with the housing crisis and whatever else, it probably would be a big problem. But I just think it's well, I think that a lot of assholes online that sit around and bitch to people like me and complain about Taylor Swift are getting paid way too well by these bullshit companies to like harass me and only because their job is protected. They,
it's hard to trust.
yeah,
Hard to trust.
trusty, trusty computer. These ads that pop up talking about you how to make money and stuff.
Really? You seen that?
Uh, yeah, but I just, I mean, I'm not quick to jump into two things. 'Cause I don't know well enough. I mean, I could like at least look into what they're talking about, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just that I get paranoid about about company about like that those ads. Sometimes I don't even know if they could be the schemers and stuff.
There's so much fraud. Like every ad you see where it's Oprah talking about like whatever diet, it's AI. I'm sure that's illegal what they're
Oh,
doing.
but that's another thing I don't understand. Whereas there's like it seems like it's like a war between health. It's like a war, like who's telling who's telling the truth about health and who's lying about health. Because yeah, like AI will be telling you crazy stuff. You hear one thing about what's healthy, and then you hear the same thing about you hear the same thing about what they say that's healthy that turn out to be not healthy, and they use the same AI voice. And, like,
Because everything is collective. Everything is, well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, of course, there are extreme exceptions. Like you can do everything healthy except on 9/11 you're exposed to extreme toxic amounts of asbestos and you will get cancer. And every other decision you made in your life was healthy. But barring that, when people are like, you know what, I have every ailment known to man, but I ingested coconut oil pills and now I'm cured. It's a collectively what you do in a generally healthy lifestyle. Um, and we don't really talk about that because we can't afford as a society for everybody to have a healthy lifestyle or we would collapse the way things are. And no one can really say that with any authority. So you have to say, oh, just you're just taking this thing wrong or not eating the right, amount of vinegar that Oprah tells you to. It's not really that, but we have to say that. I mean, what are they gonna do? Go on TV and say, "Yeah, of course you're gonna die earlier than other countries," or, "Of course, what do you think? This is America. This is our system." Um, I'm trying to look up the
um,
law thing.
crazy.
So, how's your knee doing this week?
Well, my knee, isn't so bad. Uh, it's been let me see. Like yesterday, the only pain that I've been dealing with is my neck between my neck and my shoulders.
Your neck and your shoulders too? Oh, I know how
Yeah.
that feels because of my shaking, and that's where you but they're having you do repeated motions too, like, right? Like with my shaking? So you're being overworked. I think you have to relax those muscles for a while. You have to repair. You getting enough sleep?
Um, I I haven't. Well, I've been getting some sleep, but before that I've been I've been up like late up doing I've been late up what I'm trying to say, doing a little online work, trying to finish stuff. I'm a little overdue in that work. And now and then I'll be looking for I'll be looking for the thing. Sometimes it'd be hard to sleep. I'd be waking up in the middle of the night.
Sometimes I take that melatonin. I have like gummy melatonin. There's like 3 milligram. That's supposed to help you sleep. I think it does, but I mean, I get sleep, but um, you have to be up at a certain time, and I usually don't.
And sometimes I end up falling asleep early. I've been falling asleep and falling asleep on the couch and waking up like close to um close to my time for work, and that's not what's not good about that is my body. I guess my body should lay down and not be sitting. I shouldn't be like sitting in the chair. You know what I mean? So
Because you're watching TV.
yeah,
Well, I mean, it's because you're staying up, worried about me, because I go to bed late often. And see if I want to watch some alien
yeah.
in the middle of the night. How do you like that alien?
Um, it's you. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty good. It's like they got some artists. They show them bizarre situations. It's
Uh,
interesting. Yeah.
um, I forget the name. They call
Some part.
Timothy
Um,
Oliphant's character. I can't tell if he's like a good guy or a bad guy. It's kind of fun. But
yeah, Android. Yeah.
that girl, that crazy girl that was like touching her eye, and she attacked that lady. I was like, kill it, kill this robot, deprogram. It was scary. It's like I'm pregnant. Uh,
Oh man.
misfire. Like a reboot. Um, but I'm just saying because then you'll watch that with me. And Big Brother, when
Yeah.
I have
That
that Paramount Plus, and so I don't get Big Brother until like late into the next day, and so I always have to be behind when I can see that, and so like I watch the recaps, but then I watch the episodes late. I hate that. I wish it was up right away, but I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's such a weird thing to complain about because I mean, obviously, like growing up, we couldn't watch it right away anyway if you missed a show. Although I feel like they replay things more often though. I'm not sure.
Some things are hard. Some things is like hard. It's something. Some shows be stuck and it stuck on be buffering and stuff
Buffering, yeah.
and that and not all of them, but some of them like buffering so much, and I'm like trying to find, like trying to work it through. And each time when the scene plays out, then it keeps doing the same thing. Like I try to check the Wi-Fi about it, and I try to watch it that way. See if it the like play through, and then I'll fall asleep because it'd be like tired when it's like moving all slow and stuff. You know what I mean? The trying to it was hard trying to get what's going on,
Hmm.
but
It's so annoying. I wonder
uh,
if someone could go to your house and check what the problem is. You know what I mean? Like if you're paying for the cable or the internet, just see if they could fix it up for you because it's been going on so long.
yeah, sometimes I have to have those um sometimes I have to sometimes I what do you call it? I cancel it.
Oh, you did?
But I have no, sometimes when before I've done it before, but I've come back to it. I'm holding on to it so far, but it's my cousin. I have a cousin that that I have a cousin that does that fix stuff that that fix the that'll fix the Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
So like most stuff, the most stuff it'll come through. Like so far, it's been doing good for to see it's been going good to see you on your channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with date night. Date night was it keeps blacking out.
No.
That was like back then, but it's a little better now.
Now they got better come and fix it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, I guess it could. I guess it's good as it gets until something better comes along. I'd rather be better to see you than see anything else, really.
Well, um, I was having some storms lately that could have been messing with mine. Um, but if there's anything I could do, maybe at one point I'll figure it out. I just have so many problems that um and one of them is like with the house, so making it available if somebody could ever come and figure out if it's a problem on my end. Um, but it's a whole thing for me because of my disabilities dealing with people and not like freaking them out. So I tend to just kind of in my shell if I can, which isn't great, but none of it is it?
Another thing's hard is when I used to buy stuff to send to you. That's getting to be hard to do because since that since since the fraud department they've been I think they've been like somebody keeping an eye on my account and like
If I'm a fraud.
but yeah, looks like they got they keep keep the money keep the money from at a certain price that I can't go far into because it's like they're securing that they're securing the amount of money that I guess they are because it's still, I have to like. In other words, if I have to, if I do some, if I have to like tip you or something,
Mhm.
it have to be like no more than 45, 40, or maybe 50.
Like fraud
Try to like,
triggered
I
fraud
try to like,
warning.
yeah. I remember I tried to go over 50 one time, and it blocked it because when it did, they called me and checked to see if they called about my account or something. But
So this is something interesting, I guess. Um, I was trying to find the laws at play there, and I haven't found all of them. But there's an interesting thing about uh, the company itself having a tax presence in the other country, where you have those foreign workers. And I'd imagine like something like an Amazon, they would do have a tax presence in like India, um, already. But it was just funny where they're talking about digital nomad. Essentially, so I guess if you were to go somewhere for a couple of weeks, there's like sometimes a limit if they authorize it to work from home or travel. But after that certain point, you can't risk it because then you'll be subject to the tax of that country. And I wonder if even the place you're in, like if you're a performer, like you're, I don't know, traveling circus or like I was gonna say a concert performer, but that's essentially a form of traveling circus, I suppose, if you're like Taylor Swift and you're going somewhere. Yeah, I would just suppose you would be subject to the tax there and every other law. Um, which might make it difficult, which might be why they limit where they go. But anyway, that's funny where they're like, no, and we don't have to pay these people and where they want to or allow them to work from wherever they're on vacation or they want to be at because of the post-COVID work from home era. Um, but so that could be part of it. What that protects some people from losing their job is because not every company can afford to also deal with the foreign taxes as well, um, and whatever else they're subject to for having workers there. So probably the bigger than corporations can easier, but not completely free of restriction. I think that what do they call it? They say what percent is it? Um, of, oh, I don't know if it's what they call FANG, right? Facebook, Amazon. Is it Netflix and Google? We can't. Can that be Netflix for the N? Either way, they say it's such a there's such a large amount of the workforce is in that type of thing that um I think they yeah they can't we can't afford to lose all those workers to overseas. I guess if they could, I don't know. I kind of think they're like a bunch of assholes. No, the video. I don't know. It's a new one. I don't think it's a. What are those like AI chips or whatever? Remember when they make videos and be like, "This is all I do all day." It's like a Facebook recruiter or whatever, and they're like, "I lay by um the pool, like in the Facebook headquarters. I would play ping pong." And like you're fired. You do nothing.
yeah. I mean, I think my well, my money works. It works. My money works for certain places, not Now, I guess it doesn't work for far distance shipping or whatever, but I'm able to get groceries if I can go over with that.
You get any pumpkin spice?
Not yet. I've checked around so far. I haven't seen any pumpkin spice. They usually come later, before it hit your area.
Yeah, yeah, we're late here, but I'd like to get another one tomorrow. That would be nice. I'll see what I can do.
Pumpkin spice Stella. So maybe maybe a little trivia tonight. Yeah, like maybe kick us off.
I should find a book about this and I'll read a book about this. There probably is one. Then you can learn about the fraud while you watch
So,
me 2-for-1
so you
education.
got a book on that?
I would imagine. Hmm. No, I've had several books about the banking systems, but um, they do change. So I find the Utah thing interesting, but I've never been to Utah. I hear it has nice, like caves or something, like rocks. What do you call them? Um,
I've been to a lot of places.
like formations. So they say here the mountains are like because they're with ice. Like Daryl's not here, so I can say millions of years ago. Um, whatever, and it melted and it left these mountains here, something like that.
Uh,
Nice skiing in the winter. Oh, really? It's starting to make me think of that it just appeals for low taxes, which just doesn't usually bode well for a state. I mean, you look at like Florida. Yeah, Utah is known for its incredible natural landscapes. Um, 5 national parks. Yeah, but like here's a picture. What would you call it? Like a rock formation, right? The sort of interesting like caves. Like it's kind of cool. I don't know how they end up like that. It's very what do you call it in your country, Terry? Um,
I know.
Stonehenge? Stonehenge? I saw now the latest one where like one of those YouTube gurus, beauty people are doing these like girls trips overseas, and this one lady just doing one to Egypt, and people are like, "You're sending a bunch of girls to Egypt, and you don't know what you're doing," and like this, they're like,
Well,
this is not safe."
I think I remember about Stonehenge is where there was a commercial about it. This guy took an took clothes hanger. I met a clothes hanger and pointed to the stone, and the stone zapped them. And I don't know if it might have took them somewhere.
Sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. It was it was actually a magazine, mysteries.
Would you be
like
would you be worried about me if I did this one day? If I went on one of these girls trips? Let's see. How much is what Egypt? Let's see. Let's see. Pyramids of Giza, space. You'd be like, what are you thinking, Stella? Luxor Temple, all these places. Okay. God is gathering by night. I'm sorry, that's so lame. Do men ever do that if you go on like a guy's trip? Like this is a God gathering at night, and we'll slip into something cozy, like manly pants, and join us for an evening of laughter, sisterhood, brotherhood, and soulful connection. Under the Egyptian night sky, we'll sip tea or something bubbly, sparkling water. Do they have that in the Middle East? Share stories, play lighthearted games, and simply enjoy each other's company. This is our chance to relax, bond, and soak in the magic of being together in this once in a lifetime setting. No, like say Hatshepsut temple visit, Valley of the Kings. But these women are like, this is not safe. 7 days, 12, 6.
Thinking about, especially thinking about this.
It's a scam. It's a scam for and you still have to pay for your flights, I think. But it's like pocket for the influencer. These travel people put their heads together or these travel services to be like, how would we have an influencer do it under the guise of like it's a girls trip? You know, like they used to do those celebrity cruises or whatever to sell you as. It's just another way for people to sell you crap on as an influencer. But yeah, I would not do this.
Yeah, I'd be like worried about your safety.
Where's some marshmallows spraying on me jog stuff? Is that what you guys do? Each is an absolute shithole. What? Pyramids are crowded. Scammers. Yeah, that's what someone wrote here. One of the women are like, oh, I told my cousin you're going to get scammed like from day one. He was like, I want to get out of here. That they're just constantly trying to scam you. Yeah.
And I've
The
seen
host
like
earnings markup.
well, I haven't seen a lot of horror movies, but I've seen enough to I've seen enough to know what you might end up getting into. So
Anyway.
yeah. Oh, okay. I was checking this. I was checking this. I was checking screen.
Pickpocketing.
Marketing. I keep a chain to my between my wallet and my things. And
Does that help?
okay, all right. So far it's enough for me to be aware of what's aware of who's doing what. I always keep it keep it on my in my front pocket, and not my back pocket.
Jeez. It's been a while since. I mean, I know I had my card stolen from me when I was in Florida. Like stolen off my body, but I didn't remember it. But it was stolen off me, my person. But I think often they'll try to keep it if it's like you give it and you forget that you gave it. And that where did it get taken, you know? But that's pretty bold to take it off your body. But I think in other countries maybe they try more often. I don't know.
Especially in crowds.
I think maybe people think it's safer as a woman if you're going with a bunch of other women. It's like, well, then I'm not at as much risk because it's a sisterhood. But I don't think that would protect you. You'd probably sign off all liability. And those European cities, really? I forget we're dealing with an expert travel here with Terry. Gets vacation every 6 months. Where are you going next, Terry? Anyway, you could go to Utah. I hear Utah is nice, I guess. The UK is different.
I still have this spirit to travel. I just don't have the time at the moment. I'm like trying to take care of some things. I'm close to getting my title on this car. See where see where that will take me. I guess everything is. I guess everything eventually will work out. Will work out. It's just working out. It's just coming along very slow. But
Do you think having these goals helps get you through the difficulties of day to day and week to week?
I don't know about day to day, but maybe year to year.
Because you think that it will get better.
Yeah. Sometimes I think like that. Sometimes I get very nervous about if it about I'm just hoping that the it'll come quicker and quicker each once once it gets better.
Like snowball positive things faster once it's better. It's good to have hope. It's hard for me because I feel like I've had a lot of bad things happen. And I know you're supposed to say, look for the um bright side, the silver lining. And I would think almost every time it's really bad. Well, I'll put it this way. I feel like I've lost my bright side. Like every time it'd be really bad, I would always say, at least I have this. I've lost my mom, at least I have this. I've lost 1,000 channels. I've lost so many people, but that losing my bright side, I'm supposed to find a way to say, what's the bright side about losing my bright side? Well, I don't understand because that was the one thing that I had. So I'm
Well, I'm sorry. What I was going to say, I will. Well, once I reach my goal, I would love to spread it. Spread my hope for you, and for people that people care about. Make sure you know make sure we all good. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not trying to be not trying to do this just for myself. You know what I mean?
no, I know exactly what you mean because it feels like it's not worthwhile enough just yourself to just live for yourself. You have to have
And
more meaning. At least I feel like I've largely lost my meaning. Uh,
I feel like that at times, but eventually it it'll come around. It's 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 like a minor, some like a minor feeling that maybe like you lose like losing a feel for something, and just and something will like something will click for you.
I mean, I wish you could speak to how I feel from my position, but I'm afraid you can't exactly confirm to me how I will feel, because I'm just like very, I'm very sensitive, I suppose. So, you know, it's, I,
And
I tell myself I'm needed here, I'm valued, but I largely will tell myself that, but often I'm confirmed by some people. It's like, I can have this the hardest day, and they'll still complain about my shoes. The most important thing about me to many people is my birthday. My
complain about the shoes.
someone in my chat this week, I just essentially, it doesn't
Forget it.
matter. Mm.
Forget that. Fool. Just people just gonna pop up and have their own opinions. All we gonna do is just
Yeah,
opinions not here. I mean, maybe we'll let them know.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you either in it or you in the way. So walk out the way.
yeah. It's like such a dangerous time to be so minimized, but yet,
You know, uh, my support. I'm trying to, I try to like fight for your support and everything to keep you going. You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've survived so many channels, so much loss, but I've never survived the confluence, the magnitude of what I've lost to lose more. That's the very new waters and scary. Um, and knowing myself, that's really dangerous. So, you know, it's
So,
not
so,
all
right?
not all stories are happy ones, you know. There's not like a guarantee of your happily ever after. You know, most stories are not. So, um, I'm trying to come to terms with that, you know, for myself. But I'm not. I'm not doing okay. So, uh, what does that tell you?
Um, go pray. We go pray about it. We can keep you in my prayers. Keep help.
Well, you know, you're doing great. I
I mean, it's a right now for me. It's like a slow process. Um, and when things, I guess when things don't come fast enough, it's like easy to lose.
faith that it'll come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I, you know,
Like what?
things have things have come through for me. I just gotta keep my head focused on it. You know what I mean? And not lose my nerve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that, yeah.
I'm really sorry. You know, like I always wanted to encourage you.
I want to encourage you too. I mean, I love you. You know, I love you too much. I want you to be happy. You know?
I mean, some people aren't meant to be happy, Jerry. It's happiness is a sensation. Does it not permanent stasis? Um, but I always wanted to be a beacon for people that you could survive. You know, where I've come from. Oh God, it's crushing poverty and not a safe environment and not family that cared about me and um violently abused and bullied. I always looked for stories of people that came from nothing and found a better life, and it was so important to me that I want to feel like I could be that for people, that an inspiration. So I don't want to lie, and but I don't want to lose that. It's just what does what does overcoming look like when, like, okay, well, maybe you could try to overcome poverty. It's what end, but how do you overcome your own mind and your own what feels like the natural instinct? I'm really struggling there. Um, I feel like I've never been anywhere this dark before. Um, But if it helps anyone else can get through, then I think that that'd give me enough meaning. I don't know that I would inspire anyone else. In fact, I think many people are rooting for me to fail, quite frankly. But um, I guess I try to think of myself as a little girl um, who needed that hope. Then I don't want to take hope from everybody else. This is really hard. Um, you say like you want to hold on to something, but the truth is you can't really hold on to anything. I can't hold on to her forever. It's like this inevitable loss weighs on you in a way that I don't understand um how to go on holding. It's like every day is its own heartbreak, its own nightmare, its own struggle, and it's tiring on your spirit and your um view of life. Um, sorry,
That's okay. So I just
I wish I was better because I don't want to let you down. Uh,
no, I was I'm wishing I could do more for you. You, I just, I think about you all the time, and I always want to keep, you know,
they used to say you have to be like stable, before you can help others. S you know, give or take. And I feel like I'm not stable. I don't know if I'll ever be. And I'm trying to find that while also um kind of a need for um I guess feeling I have any value to others when I feel I can't even take care of myself. And what good can I really be to anyone? Um, but I'm trying. So we'll see about this credit wise thing and everything else. This lawyer, the unfortunately, I'm doing my best. So.
uh, I know, I know when, I'm thinking about when I remember when I first saw you out on, felt, but I felt like, who you are and everything, and it, I felt like I feel like your beauty and everything, it's just everything you've done really, really struck me in, in a good way. You know what I mean? Just, and, and I even felt how, I felt the love that you give me, and sometimes I even try, but it's hard. I can't speak for everyone, but I but
No, love is what gives
I
you life
really,
meaning. So I appreciate that.
I really love what you do. I really love what you've done. I love what you're doing. And out of everything in this world, I I all I can do right now is just show my support for you and
Thank you. It means a lot.
try to I want push you to the next level in any way. Of what you like.
Well, I get out of bed, I put my hair up, and I put my uh, shorts on. It's because of you guys, and I'm still going.
I think about holding you, keeping you safe.
Well, I wish I had something we could watch tonight, but I looked on HBO what's coming, but it's hard to decipher what new movies are coming for us. But I'll keep my eye out for maybe I'll look on Hulu later. I'll see.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to look. I mean, I could come up with something, but I don't know if you'll probably be interested in something. Most of the stuff I'd be looking at it like back in the 80s or stuff. But not most of it. Sometimes it's based on what you bring up or something like that. You know what I mean? It's in our, conversations about
Yeah.
growing up. So
You have talents. But it's like what's a talent? It's sort of oh, thank you, Malima. When I was a kid, I didn't I didn't I felt like, I know my mom doesn't love me. I know and I knew my dad didn't either, of course. But that's really hard for me. And then I got older and I learned she had that traumatic brain injury, why she was so cruel. But I had this need to feel loved. And I thought if I became famous, that I could have it, like I could prove to my mom that I deserved to be loved, like you say, that I had enough talent or something that made me special. But I feel like I was once loved, for who I am inside. Not like, because, if you tap dancing enough, you start proving yourself enough to keep it. But sort of like, I feel without that, yeah, you could say I have talent, but it's, um, the world is
I feel, if you keep up, you have good energy though. But
Eh,
but for you to be here, and you show you have shown what you've shown, and you're still showing what you got, and somebody will love you for it.
yeah, whatever. God, but I mean,
The way I know the way I feel. I know how I have I feel there was a time when I was even down. I thought after 2000, I keep hearing reports of people getting sick and everything, and
oh yeah.
and where I was at, I was I don't remember if I had like car trouble times I was like taking a bus and everything. It looks like where I was looks like it looked like a ghost town or something. And like maybe a few people came out. And but my point is, I started watching your shows right before I joined right before I joined your OF. Um, I thought I was like to get I was like it made me feel like there was made me feel like I can get I can get through this to the so far it's like I'm hearing reports about about whole world was the world was dying off its COVID.
Well,
I was like I stayed up there thinking this out, thinking we're all gonna catch it. Uh,
well,
you
my sister had COVID, and she thinks she has long COVID now. She's gotten it a few times. But there's no one I've ever loved less for being sick, and in fact, I can't think of a time that I've ever not loved anyone or anything more after they were sicker, including my mom and understanding her illnesses,
that's
management,
it. Yeah,
Rex.
yeah.
I think, yeah, you're worried to be sick, of course, of our own life. But I mean, in general, our worry about our bodies um, in these kind of superficial ways as well, or even if they are important ways. I think, I think it only makes you easier to love. Um, that you're vulnerable, and I can just tell you, like, of course, you hate when someone you love is sick, have something happen to them, but it doesn't make it any less lovable. It does the opposite, actually. I mean, I wish I could have, like, well, I'll say, like, Rex back, as long as he wasn't suffering so much, because of course it's cruel to want him to suffer like that, but I loved him so much, and the way um the way he was when he wasn't feeling so well, he was so easy to love. And even if they're not, you feel bad for them anyway. And it's so don't be afraid of that. And I
I believe Rex is still with experience. the like that the lady said in the video. God will always have God will always have always have something like always have someone or pet for everyone and pets for everyone looking over us and the pain that they've been through is over and suffering is over.
Yeah, I miss you so much.
Every now and then you may feel like you may feel a sample from heaven and because you'll Christ a sample from heaven that'll let it's a good place for everybody.
Thank you.
I thank you, Stella. You've let you you lift my you lift my spirit, and I'm just
Yeah, I'm sorry to be so sad, but then I'm like to be here, to be myself. This is what I'm going through. But thank you for talking to me, and I uh I'm trying. Uh
I just want to let you know, I want I want you to feel I want you to know that the love is there, for you. Somebody love you and somebody will love you.
Thank you.
For a distant, whether it's distant or you know,
Thank you.
you know.
Um John texted me that the Thursday Murder Club is on Netflix. So if you want to watch that,
So you said what was it called again?
the Thursday Murder Club, I read that book to you guys last year.
Oh yeah. Sure, I'll watch that with you.
Oh, this fly buzzing around. Oh, you work at night now. Okay. Night shift.
Yeah, just put it out there and I'll try to and I'll follow up with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here every day, so um yeah.
Well, I work tomorrow, but I got
Yeah, I should try to go to the box tomorrow. Um get a pumpkin spice if I can. It's my plan. See, let you know. That'd be
I'm gonna still try. I'm gonna still try. I'm gonna still try to send you that I wanted to keep it a secret for them. That this plush doll. Uh,
well, I'll cuddle my Wally and watch the show with you. How about that? And my Sharkalarka.
right now. Or,
All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Love you. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to me cry all evening. Sure, it was very fun. I'm trying. Um, my mind is. You'll see me tomorrow, of course. Date night. Hopefully, this bug is in love with me. I'm gonna let her out. I'll have some dinner. But if you want to watch that show with me later, I'll be up a while. All right. I love you. Good night.